Okay, hopefully y'all can see me pretty good. Today is Monday, December 30th, 2019. 2 more days before the new year. And we are, well, my mom is at home. You know, she wasn't feeling well and she overslept. So I told her just to stay and I don't want to be late. So I'm here, waiting on my doctor to come in, hopefully to get the good news. See y'all later. Hope y'all can see me okay. So the appointment was quick. You know, appointment was at 9:15. It's 9:54. I'm in my car. I'm about to run a few errands. And he gave me some good advice. He said the foot is looking good. It's healed very well. And bone structure, everything is complete. The hardware is intact. And then he said, for swelling, I told him my balance. I'm having issues with my balance. But my job is allowing a shuttle cart, the security shuttle cart, to pick me up from the parking garage to the building that I work at, the elevators to get to my floor. That helps. But he told me a couple of things. He told me to use this ACE bandage and compression socks, especially when I'm at work. It's going to help reduce that post-surgery swelling. And I was like, see, I used to have compression socks because I used to be a picker. But you really don't need compression socks when you're constantly on your feet. You need them when you're really sitting down. So for me, post-surgery, he's like compression socks. So I have some, but I'm going to go Google those. And I need to Google more my orthotics. I know I forgot something. Y'all, I've had so much going on. You know, my computer's been down, so that's postponing my 2020 post. That is postponing a lot when your computer's down, and it's been backing up since yesterday. I bought an external hard drive to back all of that stuff up. It's been doing it since like 4 o'clock yesterday, because I'm probably gonna have to reset some of it, and that's gonna delete all my programs, including my editing. But so that's a side point. That's gonna slow down my videos, but oh well, y'all ain't gonna see this till March anyway. But I'm gonna, right now it's all about orthotics and compression socks. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna focus on those. So I'll see you guys later. Okay, hey everybody, I hope y'all can see me okay. I just got off work early, thank God. You know, I hate that damn place. I hate it. I'm telling you. Ancestor, stars, universe, creator, y'all better send an interview, a department change. Y'all better send something my way, or a grant saying here's your money, start your company. I can't do it no more. Anyway, today is Thursday, Thursday, February the 13th, 2020. I am at my post appointment for follow-up for my foot surgery. This might be my last one. Today's the big day. I find out if I have been approved to do Zumba and basically do high-tech interval training. Basically just go hard and be not so scared and walking on eggshells, trying not to mess up my foot, because it was healed, but he wanted to be better safe than sorry. So I'm in the parking lot right now. I'm about to go in here, sign in and everything like that. I'm about 31 minutes early. Appointment's at 2. It is 1:29. You know I do. Their new system sucks. I can't pay my copay and things online like that no more. I'll try to do it from my phone. Anyway, so I'm here. That's what we're doing. Update. I finally got somebody from internal billing on the daggone phone to reimburse your girl for them copays she overpaid last year. Spoke to the lady Tuesday when she called me on the way home. We played phone tag for about 2 months. Y'all know how long I'm gonna try and get that damn copay paid back. Anyway, reimbursed it on the same credit card that I had paid my medical bill on. I'm feeling good about that. Medical bill's about to be completely paid after payday. That was $3,358 or something like that. It was a lot of damn money. Anyway, so I will see you guys inside. I'm gonna see if I can try to get some footage today. It might be kind of boring. If nothing great goes on, then don't even worry about it. See you later. Just took x-rays. Okay, these are how both feet are looking right now. February 13th, 2020. They're swollen right now, actually, especially this one. Healing up pretty well. Hopefully my x-rays turned out all right. Left foot update. Here we are. It's been almost 6 months since my surgery. I think I'm looking pretty good here. As you can see, I got my toes here. I'm still doing the exercises. I'm still leaning it forward, leaning it back. I do this every day just to get the flexibility back in my toe. It moves. I can make it move, but the other toes are doing really good. You can't even see those scars. Look. Can't even see those. This one I'm working with, like I said, there's sections of the scars that are a little bit darker than the others, but that's okay. That's all right. It's a work in progress. It's only been 5 months. And of course, over here, the 5th metatarsal. This foot, y'all, I was healed in like 5.5 weeks. With this one, it took 3 months, but this right here, I wasn't playing no games. I caught on the ancestors. I went almost completely vegan. I had a gang of supplements, and this one right here was healed, you know, so much faster than the other one. So there we are. And there you have it. Hey y'all, so I thought this would be a good time to insert towards the end of the video, give you an idea of what I've been going through. Today's April the 11th, so for within, you know, for what, 7 days or so to be officially the 6 months since the left foot surgery that I had back on October the 18th of 2019. Just want to give you guys a little quick update. And then I'm going to also answer some of your frequently asked questions in the comment section and some DMs from Instagram and Facebook as well. So right now, things have been doing good. I'm working out again. I got clearance back in February, if you weren't privy to that already. And then I caught a stomach bug, like right after that, and then Corona happened. But I have been back doing Zumba an hour every day. I'm doing squats. I'm doing my kettlebell. And so I'm working on that. I'm trying to get my muscle back. That seems to be like the most difficult thing, is getting the muscle back. Driving has not been an issue, of course. It was the left foot, but still no issues with that. I addressed a lot of this already in my 2-year bunion surgery review that I've already released. So I'll put that right here if you guys want to take a look at that too. About the right foot and my progression along with that previous surgery back from March 9th of 2018. So aside from that, of course, stairs is not an issue. Stairs in my home, stairs in my job. I'm still taking 5 flights up and down. My diet is still pretty much clean. I do think a clean, healthy diet is essential in getting your healing the way it needs to be. You can't be eating junk food all the time thinking your body's going to respond to it well and allow proper healing and fast healing at that. My equilibrium, it still gets kind of wobbly. I think a lot of it is the flexion in between where the ankle and the foot meet. It's still sore and tender, which is why I just kind of rotate the little ankle around often to try to loosen that back up and strengthen it back up. It gets really sore sometimes. And I'm also using my TheraFlow massage roller too. I could put another clip of that in the video as well to keep my arches in place with that. Still wearing my sneakers, my Hoka ones and my New Balances. And I've been doing, in terms of scar treatment, I am transitioning from my last prescription scar cream over to Mederma. So far, it looks like it's lightening up, but it's only been a couple of weeks. The description says you got to give at least 4 weeks for new scars and then up to 6 months for older scars. So I've been using it on the right foot too. We'll just see how that goes. So now that we're all caught up with, you know, how I'm doing right now, almost 6 months in, I have to say I'm doing pretty good. Getting that muscle back, like I said, these squats and lunges and leg lifts and resistance bands are gonna have to be really instrumental in getting me back to the way I was prior to all of this occurring. But I did want to answer a lot of your questions. Some of your questions were caught in the spam box. I don't know what YouTube had going on with that, but they were. So I want to get some of those answered right now. Excalibur18 says, thanks so much for posting this, girl. Very informative. I'm actually getting surgery soon. And this was from 4 months ago, so I wish I had seen this before this video. I'm wondering if you would explain more about what it's like to get put to sleep. This is the part that freaks me out. Like, what does it feel like? How do they do it? What does it feel like when they put the stuff in? Do you get sleepy, or is it more like wide awake to instantly out? Could you have stayed awake if you would have tried, or is it possible? Haha. Basically, whatever you remember about the part would be helpful. Thank you so much. Okay, now this has happened to me twice. The first time, I remember looking around, and I'm a very difficult person to be receptive to anesthesia. I remember when I got my wisdom teeth out, they were just looking at me like, and I know I was looking at the clock on the wall. They looked at me for 15 minutes thinking, damn, is she ever gonna, you know, So I already knew it takes a minute for me. I could feel the difference, wherever they put your IV in. I know last time I had mine here, I showed y'all that scar that woman had on me. But it took a minute. You feel it. You can kind of feel your body. It's like for me, it was an instant relax. It was like, uh-oh. So I felt it. The first time, I just kind of fell asleep. Second time, I remember I was with my mother. All of the male nurses were in there, and I remember I was all right. We were having a conversation. I scratched that first time. I was in like the post surgery room at that facility, and I remember the anesthesiologist coming over telling me, "Oh, you're gonna be great, honey. You don't have a thing to worry about. I'm gonna take care of you. I'll be there, and if you wake up, I'm gonna put you back out. It's gonna be a sheet, so if you wake up, you don't have to panic. You won't see anything." And then after my doctor came in, signed my foot, and after a while, I seen everybody else sleep. It was weird, It had me thinking about that scene from Blade 2 with them humans in a pod. Anyway, and I fell asleep. And I woke up in the room, and my mom was feeding me Sprite. That was the first surgery. Second surgery is pretty interesting. When I started to feel it, I told my mama, "Oh, it's kicking in. I feel it." And I remember shortly after that, we had a little more conversation. And then one of the nurses said, "Okay, are you ready? Any final words?" And then I was like, turn my birthday into a lifestyle. Tell my mama I love her if I do not make it. Got so many chains, they call me Channing Tatum. And I love her. And I started, and the nurses was behind me, they was getting it. I could kind of see them out the peripheral getting it. And my mama went off on me. She's like, "Girl, don't be talking like that. You about to go have surgery too." But basically, I just started singing Drake. Because he said in the final words, I was like, "Tell my mama I love her if I do not make it." My brother did not film that. He should have filmed it. It was probably funny. I just remember getting yelled at. He said final words. I told him. So after that, they took me to the room. The operation room was a big old room too. They had all this equipment and a clock. I remember having a little bit of small talk. And I just kind of felt like, I don't want to say like a gravitational pull, but I could kind of just feel like, it was over. Woke up in a room, the same operational room, and we're done. I was like, that was kind of quick. Honestly, it was. It looked like maybe 2 hours, if that. And they rolled me back in the room. So answering your question, was it hard to fall asleep? I wouldn't say not really. It does depend on what type of anesthesia they use. So you could ask questions about that. You've probably already had your surgery, but if that was your first time and you're getting a second one done, read up on your anesthesias. So for me, it wasn't difficult at all. It was gradual, and it could be because of my personality, my anatomy. Could be a number of things. It's also the type of anesthesia that they use. Definitely look into that. Discuss that with your doctor. I know that last time, when I was singing Drake, the anesthesia, I had to let him know. He said that it was cannabis inspired. So although it doesn't have cannabis totally in it, it will make you feel positive, pass positive for a cannabis test. It was crazy. So discuss that further with your doctor. But it wasn't hard to fall asleep, and I don't think I could have I was out. I didn't feel anything. They do a numbing medicine too. They'll put a tourniquet on your thigh, and they jab in medicine down there as well. So the IV, as long as the IV is flowing, you shouldn't wake up at all. How did you sleep? Sleeping a lot of times was very difficult because you got that big old cast on and that dressing and things like that. Sometimes it just scrapes against the skin. Oh, I had a lot of bad nights. And then I started learning ways to get comfortable. I had to have it elevated a certain way. Sometimes it was better to not have cover on it. Because mind you, I went from soft cast to hard cast. So it was better when the cast was off. Especially that last surgery, because I had that blister in the back. I knew something was wrong behind my ankle. Ugh. Sleeping, you got to get comfortable. You got to find ways that help you sleep. Like, I'm a side sleeper for the most part, so it was difficult. And I waited a few weeks to even attempt to sleep on my side because I didn't want to mess anything up. Mind you, I had pins in my feet. I had my pins sticking out, so I was a little nervous about that. But once you get comfortable and you fall asleep. But you got to kind of work at what makes you comfortable with that big old cast on. Taylor Gunn has a few questions here. She says, I was wondering what brand of tennis shoes you bought. As I Taylor, you been watching the videos? I'm leaving alone. Hoka One and New Balance. In terms of tennis shoes, that's it. Hoka One, New Balance. Not the regular New Balance, the New Balances that look like the Hoka One. You need that thick sole. Do you recommend getting wide shoes to accommodate swelling? Absolutely. Absolutely. Get those wide box. Still do your wide toe box shoes. Still do that. Still do the wide. Allow your foot to swell and shrink. It's going to be uncomfortable if you don't. Even in your boots, when you try, to get cute and, get your wedges and stuff, make sure they're wide width. You're going to regret it if you don't. But again, everybody's different. Do you wear compression socks? Absolutely. I've been wearing compression socks since February the 13th of this year. I'm wearing them. I'm actually wearing some right now. Toe spacer. I started doing the toe spacer early last year. I wish I had started right away, but I had a brace. That was like a little device that you Velcro around the foot, and it had like a little section where you would connect to the big toe, and it stretched it out. I didn't really like that too much, so I bought a toe spacer. How soon after surgery did you resume working out? The first time, I had to wait almost 5 months. No, I waited over 6 months actually, because I was non-weight bearing for 3, remember? And then I was in a boot for 4 months, and then I didn't get clearance to go hard with, high interval training, things of that sort, to like December of 2018. So this time I got clearance within couple months. So surgery was done October 18th. I got clearance to start working out full time February 13th, 2020. Everybody's different. I was already athletic before this, Zumba, and I was a picker in a warehouse. I used to average over 12,000 steps a day. I'm active. So if you're not, I can't speak on that. I eat really clean. I'm going completely plant-based. Everybody's different. Your doctor will tell you when you can start working out again. Did using the estrogen machine make a difference by using it twice a day? I would say for me, absolutely. I think it sped up my process because I had delayed bone healing on my right foot for the longest. So I think using it twice a day did speed it up. It definitely didn't hurt it because I was walking shortly after using the machine. It was a godsend. Did you have to elevate during treatment? Yes. I elevated the whole 6 weeks after. I elevated until I was told not to. So that was a longer period of time with the right foot. With the left foot, I was pretty much elevating only after walking. So when I got cleared, mind you, I healed in like 5.5 weeks with the left foot. So I was in a boot, but when I was out of the boot, I elevated because of the swelling. It was still healing. Continued pain? No. It didn't really, no pain at all. I gotta do the exercises. The exercises are pretty tender. You gotta move the toe back and forth. No, I didn't have any continued pain. I didn't even take my painkillers long. Actually, I took them at first because I was in a lot of pain, then I got off. So yes, again, 2 days, 3 days, no more. I still have them. I need to find out how to get rid of them. I don't need those things anymore. Did your doctor recommend physical therapy? No. He said I could go if I wanted to, but the way I heal and the way I rehabilitate on my own, he said it probably is not necessary unless you start experiencing issues. Why did you wait 18 months after the left foot? I got a lot of questions about that. Okay, so if you've actually followed the series, when I was able to start walking again, I ended up getting a job shortly after that, a new job that didn't allow me to be on my feet. Desk job. That was in July of 2018. When you get a new job, you have to wait 12 months to be eligible for short-term disability and FMLA, Family Medical Leave Act. You gotta give them 12 months before they can give you that. So I had to do that before I could get the other one done. So July 2019 was the 12 months in, and then I started prepping. But not only that, I had to make sure my money was right and the timing was right. I was actually in a class to get another skill. So once the class was over, in August, I started thinking about my foot. And between that time, I was saving up my money because my out-of-pocket was $3,700. And I wanted to make sure I had that money and I didn't, inconvenience myself financially by getting put in a hole. And my deductible was $1,000, but they coincide. the out-of-pocket concluded the deductible. So again, it was making sure I had that 4,000 grand up in time. What kind of clothing do you suggest for surgery day? Wear something comfortable. I'm shocked people was concerned about that. I know I have a video about that too. Bunion surgery prep essentials. I'll put that here. I'll put the link below as well. Wear something comfortable, but you definitely want to wear something loose. Again, a lot of these questions y'all got a little concerns. Don't be worried about it. If you have a really great podiatrist and a really great facility that's going to be administrating the surgery, sometimes a podiatrist is affiliated with a group that has a facility. You won't even have to go to a local hospital or outpatient surgery center. They'll tell you, wear loose clothing. For me, both times I wore yoga pants because you could get it on and off. Because remember, when you go there, everything's fine. But when you wake up again, your foot's going to be wrapped up in a lot of big old bandages, especially depending on if you have extensive surgery like me. So you need nice, comfortable, cool clothing that's going to have you comfortable and relaxed before and after. And after, you want to be able to slide that pant leg or short, whatever you're wearing, depending on the season that you're getting it done, right? You want to be able to pull it over the injured foot, if you will. The casted boot, the soft casted boot, you want to be able to pull it up, you know? How did you stay positive during your recovery? I kept busy. I'm a busy person anyway, but I don't get to watch a lot of TV. So the first time, I watched a lot of Netflix. I caught up on these shows that everybody used to rave about. I read a lot. I thought a lot about my future. I did a lot of planning. I just stayed busy. The second time around, I just came all the way in. I manifested my whole way through. I think that was instrumental in me getting well within 5.5 weeks, enough to walk. What advice do you have for someone who's having surgery soon? The same advice that I have all the time. Do your research. Do your research on everything. The doctor that's going to be administrating this surgery. That means any malpractices, how many surgeries have they done? Were they successful? What is the success rate like? If you can speak to or see testimonies of people who had the same procedure done by that same doctor, do that. The facilities. What facilities does this podiatrist, are affiliated with? What's the reputation of those places? Are they going to have all the supplies there? Any customer complaints? Look at everybody's reviews. Look at everybody's reviews. Make sure everybody is still licensed for what they're about to do to you in your state. Everybody's different. Thoroughly research and be prepared. I think the nervousness or the scaredness, it just comes with the territory, but I definitely say being prepared and being well researched is what allowed me to have such a somewhat smooth experience, especially with the left foot. I was already experienced because I had the right foot done, so that knowledge that I had previously definitely helped me with my left foot. Those were the most frequently asked questions that I had. So if you have any more, feel free to list them down below in the comment section, and I'll answer them as soon as I can. And I've already showed you the foot at this point of the video because I know a lot of y'all were curious. I think it's Kenyon Davis. Show us the toes. I didn't see the toes. So I've showed you the toes. I'm showing you the toes in this video. You'll see the scars. You'll see how well it's doing, and how well I am at this point. But I'm glad I got it over with. I'm glad they're both done. I don't even know what to do with myself. I'm trying to remember the workouts that I used to do. Honey, I had to be a beast. I am so sore. These squats and lunges, these kettlebells, it used to be so easy. I'm over here struggling now. I'm really like telling my mama I love if I do not make it. But I'm going to get through it. And so I'm going to keep you guys posted. There won't be no more doctor's visits. I don't see that man until February of 2021. So I'll probably do some vlogging, or maybe my exercises or my meals. I don't know. For your 1-year anniversary that I owe you all in October. So I guess I'll just try to monitor myself. But I definitely tell you about the scars. That's something y'all probably want to see. That's going to conclude our video. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching me. Thank all of you who stayed on me in the vlogs, asking all those questions. I hope you all have had wonderful procedures with no drama and less stress as much as possible. Thank you for watching and keeping up with me and being a part of my documented journey. I wish you all nothing but the best and speedy recoveries. I will see you all soon. Until next time, protect your energy.